Welcome to a high-fiber new episode of the Demonic Compendium, the show where I discuss the mythology, design, and game history of your favorite Megami Tensei demons. I know last year was a lot to digest, so right now let's take it easy, enjoy a nice bran muffin, and get ready to drop the kids off at the pool because today we're talking about Kanbari. Kanbari is the Japanese god of the toilet, and that is genuinely about it. He doesn't have some legendary tale of heroism, he just presides over toilets. The tradition of Kanbari is that on New Year's Day, when you go to the bathroom, you're supposed to chant out, Kanbari Nyodo Hototo Gisu, which translates to, Kanbari Priest, Cuckoo! This chant is supposed to ward off any and all monsters that you would see in the toilet for the rest of the year, because apparently that was a common enough problem that they needed a solution for it. Presumably this also works on those pesky, imaginary monsters, and would help prevent all bathroom mishaps like slipping in the shower or accidentally dropping things that somehow always manage to bounce into the toilet, and yes, I did just lose a toothbrush, thank you for asking. Because there isn't much to say about Kanbari, his Compendium entry from Shin Megami Tensei Liberation D2 basically just repeats a lot of what I just said, but it refers to him as the Japanese god of toilets. His full name is Kanbari Nyodo. He keeps the toilets horror-free, and if you recite the words Kanbari Nyodo Hototo Gisu in the toilet on New Year's Eve, you won't have to worry about seeing monsters in the toilet for the next year. With his Compendium entries from Strange Journey or the SMT4 game speculating that belief in Kanbari may have stemmed from the rational fears of using the bathroom, due to older toilets being simple and occasionally dangerous in the way that they were built. Design-wise, Kanbari may not seem like a lot on the surface, but I'll do my best to explain what makes him particularly clever and help it all float to the top. Kanbari's design most obviously takes inspiration from two things. As a Japanese toilet god, he's poop. Let's all be mature about this. He's a great big poopy doo-doo head. Everything from his shape, to his coloration, to the iconic Japanese poop swirl patterns, to, I'm assuming, his strained expression. Simply put,
everything comes down to poop.
But then why the foot, you may be asking? I wasn't able to find any information about Kanbari ever being shown as a foot, or having any real connections with feet in his mythology. At first I thought it was simply in reference to stepping in poo or slipping on a bathroom floor, and Kaneko said in an interview his main goal with this demon was to create an unsettling design reminiscent of classic yokai. But the deeper truth is far more interesting, and it's an amazing example of Japanese visual punnery which is mostly lost on Western audiences. In Japanese, the verb yotashi has a few meanings, but the primary translation seems to be to do your business. This is used not just for things like running errands, but is also a euphemism for taking a dump. When yotashi is written in kanji, it includes this symbol, which means foot. So Kanbari's main design is based on the idea of stepping up to do your business, whether it's making a deposit at the National Bank or the Porcelain Bank. Since Kanbari has only ever had one single design, there's no need for me to cover a number 2 in this episode. As far as game history goes, Kanbari originated in the very first Devil Summoner game, and like most demons from that game, he also poked out a bit in Card Summoner. But it wasn't until his resurgence in Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey that he started to get a bit more recognition. Kanbari appears as the main focus of the EX mission Lurker of the Toilets, as a demon haunting the bathrooms aboard the protagonist's ship, primarily because he's unhappy with the way the crew have been handling the cleanliness of the toilets. While not an official thing, Kanbari frequently seemed to be a part of Strange Journey's overall feel. He appears through the Demon Scan app in Sector Karina, and was shown off in Strange Journey Redux, appearing in trailers for the game, and you can even see him in the cinematic during the game's opening. Kanbari also appears in Sector Karina in Synchronicity Prologue, where a few of them only appear in very specific locations, which are, naturally, the bathrooms. They seem happy enough to be there. I mean, I think it's kind of hard to tell with their faces, looking the way that they do. Another side quest role of Kanbari comes from Shin Megami Tensei 4. One must be fused for the challenge quest, I'm no good at demon fusion, where the young samurai Salim requests he be given one due to a rumor that Kanbari will keep a woman beautiful so long as he keeps the toilet clean. Whatever Salim does with it after Flynn hands it over is quite frankly none of my business. Kanbari got his first 3D design in the mobile title Shin Megami Tensei Liberation D2, and was first shown off during a stage presentation for the game at the 2017 Tokyo Game Show. Now that he has an official model, I anticipate we'll be seeing more of him in future games down the road. He's also an incredibly useful demon to fuse in that game due to having the passive ability Lucky, which increases experience gained after every battle. There really isn't a lot to Kanbari, but with it being the start of a new year, I just wanted to sit down and squeeze this episode out. I mean, really get all of this down on paper. Just flush away the old and really hope this isn't a crappy year. And so there you have it, Kanbari, the New Year's party pooper potty purveyor of prosperity and podiatry with particularly pungent phalanges. Did I leave out something you thought was important? Was I just plain wrong about something? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to let me know who you'd like to see me talk about in future episodes. That's going to do it for this episode of the Demonic Compendium, and I'll see you next time. But be careful while you rest that a demon doesn't take over your body.